Lucas here, and I wanted to demonstrate an upcoming change in Tnoodle, the official WCA Scramble program, to help with Scramble secrecy. In particular, for competitions that use computers to display scrambles, we want to make sure that the scramblers don't have access to future groups that they're not scrambling for yet, and also that the delegate is always the one who is changing scramble sets, so that they can make sure that each time a group is called, that the new group is getting new scrambles rather than scramble sets accidentally being reused, which is a problem that we've seen sort of frustratingly often at recent competitions. So if I open this version of Tnoodle, I'm going to set it to staging equals true for testing, and this will allow me to select these fake test competitions. And when I generate this, the generation flow will be exactly the same as before. I'm going to set a password of test, T-E-S-T, generate scrambles. Okay, here we have the scrambles. So I'm going to unencrypt them, and here where it says 2x2 cube round run, it just takes the name of the first file that's inside the set of scrambles. So if we look inside the scramble folder now, the old Tnoodle versions would have put some things in the top level directory that we now put inside a printing folder and an interchange folder. And printing will have all the old scramble sets. So here will be the scrambles for all the competition. You can scroll down and see we have all these. And then individual groups like before. And then there's also this interchange folder which has formats for the WCA workbook and software tools. However, for computer display, you should no longer use these scramble sets, but instead open this computer display PDFs zip. This is something you can safely send via email or via USB drive. It's best to still restrict access to only the people who will be putting these files on Scramble computers. But if I try to open one of these files, it's going to have a passcode. And this passcode is separate from the passcode used to protect the entire zip file. And those are stored inside this secret passcode file. And each scramble set is going to have a passcode. This one for 2x2 cube round 2 scramble set A. It's actually going to be this one. And this is going to be CCGN, ZB, SB, and there. I can view this. So the idea is that whenever the scrambles are changed because there's a new group at a competition, the delegate should go around to all the scramble tables and let them know the code, and then make sure that the scramblers are changing the displayed scrambles. And as described in this file, the delegate should make sure to keep access to these scrambles restricted, but if they ever need to, let's say, compete in a long event themselves and there are no delegates available, they can pick one trusted person, only give them some set of scrambles without sharing all of them, and allow scramblers to open only those groups. And of course, you can also make sure to only distribute certain PDFs inside this zip to certain scramblers if you have a very large competition or multi-day, just to make this even safer. But in particular, these codes should help keep restricted access, and we hope this works out to be a good solution. And if there are any quirks with the system or situations where this doesn't quite work, I'd be interested in hearing more about how this works for competitions in practice. So these are individually encrypted computer display PDFs for Tnoodle, version 0.14.0, coming out in hopefully today, early December 2018.